Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? I hope y'all are feeling amazing, doing amazing, just being amazing all around the border. And if not, it's okay. It's alright, my friend. You know, bad times don't last forever. That's why you always gotta remember every day the sun won't shine, but that's why you should love tomorrow. And after every storm, there is a rainbow at the end. Okay? And for the ones that are new here, welcome my new friends. I hope you turn into an OG and love it here because you're going to get all the vibes from me. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, hey my friends, what's up, what's poppin'? But before we get into it, it's still the month of August. Shout out to all the black owners, the black owned businesses out there that are holding it down. Shout out to y'all because it is hard being an entrepreneur and all those things like that of the source, especially for a black person. No matter how big or small you have come with your business, keep going. I see you. You deserve all your flowers, but I'm gonna give you the virtual ones, or like, you know, here ear to ear ones because I can't see y'all. But shout out to y'all because it is very hard being an entrepreneur, like I said, and just having a business period, especially if you just starting out or been in this game for so long. No matter what, regardless, shout out to y'all because this month is dedicated to y'all. And keep going, keep driving, keep thriving. It sounds like it says driving, but yeah, keep driving that boat, whatever you're doing, and continue to make people feel comfortable and also make yourself feel comfortable. Okay, so I'm proud of y'all. Keep doing what you're doing and don't stop. Keep going with no days off. Okay, so without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice. Regardless if you want to go, turn me up. You know, if you got your speakers, you're in the car, whatever, just turn me up and let's get real comfortable because today, and like every other Wednesday, the vibe is always hitting, as well as Wellness Day. I can't wait for that too. But let's get into it. Today's vibe of the day is balance. The reason why today's vibe of the day is balance because I feel as though too, every time I have a vibe that comes to mind, I always feel as though like we all have to understand balance, especially when it comes to us coming to, we're almost to the end of this year. Like we are 4 months away at this point. 4 months, yeah, 4 months away until the new year. And every year I feel like we have to find a certain type of balance. And sometimes we slip up on the balances that we make for each other. But that's okay, that's alright. That's why I am the coach to help y'all, especially because it helps me as well. So the things that I write for y'all, I also write for myself because it helps me as well as the ones who help you. And as I always say, if my podcast can't help one person, as long as it helps a lot, I always say if my podcast can't help a lot of people, long as it helps somebody, because you never know who's out there that need it. Regardless, that's why I love doing what I do, because you never know who needs it. Okay, so overall, balance is something that when we become adults, sometimes we find as though we don't have, especially if we do or do not have kids, or we are trying to do so much at once and blah blah blah. Just when you become adult at times, period, just trying to find a balance in life and stuff, it's hard. It's hard, trust me, especially like if you go to school, you working, whatever you doing is hard. Like for example, like it's National Black Business Owners Month. It's hard to try to have a personal and professional life. That's why this month of August I pinpoint a lot on the personal and professional aspect on life, because we're at that mindset right now. It's like it's about personal, but it's also about business. So it's like we have to handle our business, but we also have to find time for our self-care because we don't want to be burnt out. Like I mentioned in the last episode, you know, within finding your purpose, your passion and your purpose, or your purpose and your passion, however you want to coordinate it. We got to be able to find the balance as well as doing all these amazing things. So let's get into it. So, what is balance and why is it important for people to have balance in their lives? Balance is essential for physical and mental health. Keep that in mind. It helps reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus, and creates a sense of purpose. It also encourages creativity and results. Balance also helps to create a sense of harmony in life. It helps to create a sense of balance between work and fun, between family and friends, and between physical and mental health. Having balance in life helps us to stay organized and on track with our goals, while also allowing us to enjoy the present moments and the things that are important to us. It helps us to remain resilient and to adapt to a changing circumstances. For instance, if we find ourselves feeling overwhelmed with work, we can take a break and do something that we enjoy, such as going for a walk or reading a book. By doing this, we can regain our perseverance and come back to the test feeling refreshed and energized. To sum it up, just developing self-reassurance is essential to staying productive and motivated in challenging times. So, like I mentioned, when it comes to balance, overall, with that summing up, just saying like balance, we have to be able to know how to know how to be able to handle balance when it comes to our personal and professional life, as well as our mental and physical well-being. When it comes to physical well-being, like I said, within the burnt out, you got to be very careful on not wanting to burn yourself out, because mentally you can drain. I feel like mentally you get burnt out first before you get physically burned out, because your mind is racing 24/7. Like your mind, like even when you're asleep, that's how the dreams and stuff are happening, because your mind is taking control and whatever the case may be. So when it comes to your mental well-being, we have to really be able to find that balance also, as well as when it comes to our physical, because you could be mentally drained, but that physical drain also can show a lot, and it shows like, ooh, you don't have a lot of balance. But that's why it is mostly important, for us to find balance within our life. Like at times, if you have work and you have a break, usually don't sit there, and eat lunch or whatever. Get up, walk around, try something new, do different things while you're on break, or when you're at school. Sometimes when you're in college or in high school, you have those breaks in between. Like, stop doing the regular routine. Try something new, walk around, discover this, discover that. You never know. So it can help you. And once you go back to class or whatever class or assignment you had prepared for your job or for school, your body and your mind feel refreshed. As well as, just overall being able to just try new things, but also know not to put so much on you. Especially as a person that's a student. I always tell people all the time, you being a student comes first. Yes, you have to make that money. We have to make money, but you also have to think that you're in school for a purpose. Regardless, you're in high school, college, trade school, or you're in the service, whatever the case may be, you got to make sure that you're the student first. Because you're busting your butt, staying up all night, sometimes not getting no sleep or nothing, because you're trying to get to that degree, that certificate, whatever the case may be. But I always say too, it's times where you have to give yourself some balance. It's times where you have to have breaks. And it's time for you, sometimes, try to change your schedule. Like for me, for instance, classes, okay, and breaks, if I have time to do assignment, I'll do it. But like, if I don't have nothing to do, I'm gonna walk around energized, get myself together, because if you have another class and you have to deal with another lecture, you want to be energized, you want to be up, and you want to be present. You don't want to be lazy, slouchy, and things like that. As well as in the work environment, you have to stay occupied, especially if you're on your feet all day. I know it's hard. Trust me, I've been there, done that. You gotta know what's for you and what's not. But also gotta remember, balance is key to everything in life. Balance help you within reducing stress, so you won't be so stressed out. Because when you don't know how to balance things out in life, it makes things 10 times harder. And that's why it's always necessary to try to find what's for you and what's not for you, and also know what you can take and what you can't take as well. So just having that balance in your life can help you balance your personal life really more deeply when it comes to spending time with your family, friends, or your spouse, and as well as your physical and mental health, like I mentioned as well. So just overall, when it comes to having a balance in life, it helps you also stay on track. That's one thing we all need to know. Like, even being as a student, a parent, whatever you're doing, be able to stay on track. Because that's one thing that helps you with balance, so you don't, procrastinate or just be all over the place. Because you don't want to keep dipping your fingers into each jar and it's like, okay, I don't have no balance. And, you don't want to miss deadlines, things like that. So you also have to be able to, when it comes to balance, taking things one step at a time, but also knowing what's for you and what's not for you. But also knowing at times you have to put yourself first, regardless if you're a student, a parent, a teacher, whatever the case may be. You got to put yourself first. Sometimes you got to have that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minute break just to regroup. Because at times it's going to get hard. Trust me, I know. And that's why I wanted to talk more about this, because it's important for us individuals to have balance and know why it's important to have it as well, because we need it. We need to know what's for us, what's not for us, and also keep being aware of what we can do and what we cannot do, but also knowing what is for us and what's not, but also overall just being organized. Point blank period, being organized, know what to do with this, know how to do that. Just prioritizing your time as well. Time management is a big thing within also with balance. So just by doing these things, it helps you regain a lot from it. You live and you learn. You're learning from all the obstacles, and then overall, once you know, you just find yourself at a place where, okay, I got this, I know what's for me and what's not, you'll also feel energized. You feel like, okay, I can do this again. And once you create it, it also impacts your schedule. Once you create a balanced, healthy schedule for yourself, mentally and physically, you on the road, my friend. And I want you to keep that in mind. Do what's best for you. Don't bite off as much as you can't chew. So, next is, what are the key factors to consider when striving to achieve a healthy work life? So with this part is just basically saying, like, how can you achieve a healthy work life with impacting your personal life, but this is overall just going to talk about work life, okay? So the key factors for, I'm sorry, y'all, my doggone mic is too close now. So the key factors for achieving a healthy work balance include setting a clear balance between work and personal time. Like I mentioned, what is balance and why it's important for us to have the balance. That's the number one thing. Being able to have a clear set boundaries between your professional life as well as your personal life, as well as with the time, because time management impacts with everything we do in life, especially when it comes to balance. Also, maintaining time effortlessly and prioritizing self-care and relaxation. Like I mentioned, time is everything. So we have to prioritize our time. Don't waste time on things that's just not meant for it. Because that's how time goes fast. Trust me, y'all. Slowly but surely, ever since the semester been over and since my summer course been over, sometimes my time, I feel like I'm slowly but surely getting lost in the sauce, especially because I'm home. I just be like, it's like I'm bull jiving, and I can't keep doing that for so long, because right before you know it, I'm gonna have to start a new time within, balancing my work life, my professional life as a student, and then my personal life, as well as, being here and also recording. Overall, just finding the time to manage myself at times. It is hard, but I'm telling y'all, once y'all create a schedule, stay organized and stuff, it's amazing to know what's for you and what's not for you, especially when it comes to balance, and as well as prioritizing self-care and relaxation. Like I say, at times we gotta have those mirror conversations, or at times we have to have those times where we need to be alone. That's why I'm real big on, having self-care days, or taking a few minutes, just to relax, get yourself together. Because at times we just be like, we feel like we burnt out. We get burnt out so quick because we don't know how to balance life. And that's why it's really, really important for us to know when it's time for us to relax and when it's time for us to focus on our self-care. Self-care revolves all through the mental and the physical well-being, and relaxation also impacts as well within your mental and your physical well-being, so you can be on the right track when it comes to your emotions, spiritual, mental, as well as your physical well-being as well. So also, when it comes to what are the key factors to consider when striving to achieve a healthy work balance, you also have to foster supportive relationships at work and home. And at home can help maintain a balance and reduce stress. So with that being said, you have to, when you're working, and I know at times when you're working with people, sometimes you're not going to get the best coworkers. Trust me, I've been there, done that within a few jobs. But you also have to come to an understanding, like, look, we're here for the same purpose. We are, especially if we all working underneath the same, especially if we're all working underneath the same, atmosphere, under the same title. We have to, we got to grow up. We got to come together as one. I know at times we don't get along, but it's like we have to do it. Like, everybody's here to get the check and stuff too. We have to be able to get along with each other for a couple hours. I know it's hard, but we got to do it. At times it's hard, but you got to do it. Especially when you're working and, you're trying to make ends meet, or you're there, for a second and source of income, whatever you're doing. I always say, have a balance at work with people that you work with. Regardless, if y'all don't see, your favorite coworkers you work with every day or every other day, whoever you work with on that shift or whatever, please find a balance for y'all to understand, like, look, we're here, let's make the day good. Even though, we might be going through things, like, today might be a slow day or whatever the case may be, we got to come together and find that balance for us. Take one load off of each other, help each other, come together as one, because we are a team. Regardless if we don't like each other or not, we still got to make things work, especially when it comes to working, especially when money is involved, trying to make deadlines with money and stuff like that, or companies, whatever the case may be, just trying to make a deadline, period. Trying to get things done for people, whatever service it is. We have to make sure that we're fostering relationships at whatever job, at our job, to make sure that everybody know that we're here together and we're on one accord. Regardless, we have to find a balance. We're here as one. I'm gonna help you, you're gonna help me. Same thing when it comes to at home. By being able to maintain balance, it also helps to reduce stress. Like at your job, like I said, at times we be stressed out so bad that we bring it home. And we don't want to do that. That was one of my biggest pet peeves working, was at times, like, when I would come home, it would still trigger me, it still would piss me off. But then it's like, you got to understand, like, you got to leave work at work and you got to leave home at home. At times I know it happens, it creeps, it happens to the best of us, but it's like, we gotta move on. We gotta, leave that situation there. When we come back, we gonna regroup and we gonna recharge. But when I feel as though, like, if something was to happen at home and I go to work, I'll make the best out of it. Or something happened at work, I'm gonna go home and make the best out of it, so I don't have to be so stressed out. That also impacts with maintaining your balance. You may not have a good day at work, but I'm not gonna bring that to my house, because that's not gonna make me feel any more better. It's not. So also, it'd be like, what was the purpose of bringing that home? They weren't, people who you live with, or if you live by yourself, or whatever the case may be, you don't want to bring negativity there from another place as well. So when it comes to the supportive relationships overall, just having supportive relationships provides emotional stability and a sense of belonging, which is crucial for mental health. Like I said, also on a work environment, it's most definitely required, I feel as though, required to have supportive relationships with your peers, because we have to come together as one. That's the main places, like work, school, wherever you're dealing with something outside of your home, outside of your family members, or whatever the case may be. Those relationships need to be A1, because you might have to see this person every day or every other day. Regardless, you have to create supportive relationships for each other, because this helps balance out everything, not only just for you and them, but also the company and the managers, assistant managers, supervisors, X, Y, and Z. Just being able to display supportive relationships and being able to understand each other's emotional intelligence, and also having the sense of belonging with each other, it also helps your mental health, because it's like, okay, I can't stay mad at you for this long, because what's it going to do for me, what's it going to do for you? So being able to adapt to, understand, like, okay, that was so petty, or whatever the case may be, we're going to shake this up, because it's called balance. You got to know what's for you and what's not for you, because that also impacts with offering a network of resources and advice that can help navigate challenges more effectively, especially like at your job. In this scenario, we're talking about within the work life. For example, having a mentor or colleague to provide guidance and advice can be invaluable in time of difficulty. So if you're going through things, if you can't really talk to your coworkers that much, that's why the mentors or the managers or whoever you confide into, you feel comfortable with, are there to help you and guide you when it comes to understanding your balance and finding and also helping you have a healthy work-life balance. And it's okay to have those conversations, because we need it, and we're human. We all need somebody. Regardless, people be like, I don't need nobody. Yes, we all need somebody. We know we had them conversations, but like, I don't need nobody need me. In reality, we all need somebody. We all need somebody to be there for us, to pick us up when we fall, as well as vice versa. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. So furthermore, when it comes to these relationships, they encourages mutual growth and understanding and enhancing overall well-being. It helps you understand who you are and vice versa for them as well. But overall, it just helps you understand how balance works when it comes to your work life, and also knowing how to balance also with your home life. Just knowing how to balance things out personally and professionally, it helps you a long way. So just maintaining mental health and well-being while balancing personal and professional responsibilities requires supportive relationships. So a lot of things we do, we have to have support. We have to have people there for us, especially within those times of needs, especially when the work life, like I said, we all might not get along with each other, but we have to come together as one to get the job done, because that's what it is when you work a job, and that's the balance that makes it better for us. You don't understand something, okay, I'll take the load for you. If I'm not good at this, you got it. It's balance, it's levels and understanding, and balance is the key to everything, especially on a job. So how can individuals effectively manage coping demands and prioritizing to maintain balance in their daily life? So individuals can effectively manage coping demands and prioritizing by using time management techniques such as creating a to-do list and setting clear achieving goals. Prioritizing tasks based on urgencies and importance, responsibilities when possible, and regulating prioritizing things that can also help maintain balance and reduce overwhelming. So like I said, also regardless in your work life and also in your professional life, we have to create things that can help us in the long run when it comes to balancing out our daily life. So for me, I have to have a planner. Even though I write it down on my phone or my iPad or my MacBook, I still write it down on paper because that's just me. I'm so used to writing on paper most of the time because it helps me out. At times, you got to find what's for you. You got to find your niche. You got to find what's for you and what's not for you. As well as when it comes to balancing out your life, they have apps on our phones, tablets, whatever, that helps you have a to-do list. Like for iPhones, Apple products, they have reminders, and we have notes. Most of the time, I use notes only for the podcast or like for my job. Overall, just in life, like remembering appointment stuff, I put it in a calendar on my phone, but I also put it on the calendar on my planner because it also reminds me, okay, if I don't have it in my phone, long as I got it on a paper or vice versa. Just being able to create those lists can help you set a clear mindset. It helps you set clear, makes you feel clear, have a clear agenda, as well as being able to achieve goals and meet deadlines. Especially like if you have a big project or something coming up, it's crucial for you to have some type of strategy on balancing out what's going on in your daily life. Planners, to-do lists, whatever makes you comfortable and makes you happy, it helps you get through the day. For balance, do it because it's necessary, and it also helps you to maintain balance and to reduce being overwhelmed. Once you write everything down or leave sticky notes or whatever the case may be, just being able to know that sometimes we forget, but as long as it's on paper or digital, you have it right there. So it's okay. I was ready to panic, but why I'm ready to panic? It's right here. It just helps you, and it is important to take these breaks throughout the day to rest and recharge. For example, like I said, if you have a busy schedule and during those schedules you have a break, or you have a break, that means break. Don't touch no work. Don't even think about it. Take the time to have, even if it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to an hour break. Have that time for you to refresh, regroup, everything yourself, because you just had a long few hours. So now you got some time to yourself. Relax, unwind, eat, listen to music, watch a movie, do something for you. Don't do anything that's not work-wise. Do something that's not work-wise. Because that's the thing that we also get caught on. Okay, we got a break. I can do this on my break. No. It's going to stay there. That work going to stay there. Like, I could see, like, if you have to book appointments or something, cool. But after you finish, if you still have time left on your break, regroup yourself. Relax, take the edge off, just let your hair down for a minute, because once you have to go back to what you was doing, you want to feel even more energized. Especially if you take a break before you ready to get off. Oh, baby, you better feel like you on cloud nine, my friend. Because I understand we have to be able to take those breaks throughout the day to rest and recharge. And when I say breaks, sometimes we may need a nap, but if you want at work, don't take a nap. Just rest, just relax yourself, unwind, be like, shrug your shoulders back, be like, do something like that to ease away the stress, and that helps you recharge. Once you feel like you're rested, got all the cranks and nannies and all that out, you definitely feel recharged, and you ready to go back to the business. You ready to go back into the lesson. You ready to go back on that project. You ready, whatever it is, you ready to go back on, and you ready for it. You ready for everything that's to come. Like, for example, just being able to take the moment to practice deep breaths, breathe in, breathe out, and all that, or going for a walk can help to reduce stress levels. And it just helps in so many ways. Just doing little things that you never know that you usually don't do, it helps you. Especially when you're working so hard, like when time just fly by, you're like, oh, I need a break. And once your break comes, you just want to sit. Yeah, you can take time to sit. That's your rest time. Don't fall asleep, though, because, it's not good to fall asleep on the job or at school. But just take the moments to rest. Have that balance. You're balancing out a lot. And you are obligated to have time to rest, to chill, to relax. But once time is up, you should feel much better, relieved, at ease, and get the job done until it's time for you to go. As well as just scheduling regular breaks throughout the day, like I said too, can help rest the brain and increase productivity. Being able just to relax, like I said, on your break. If you're not doing anything that's impacting your personal life, like making appointments for, the doctors, or the case me, okay, cool. But if you don't have nothing in mind, get you a bite to eat or snack or something, just relax, because it helps your mind rest, and it helps you be prioritized and energetic once you have to go back to doing what you have to do. Overall, within your daily routine, it can help individuals stay on track and focus on their goals by providing balancing mechanisms. So just keep that in mind, being able to adjust to managing coping demands and prioritizing to maintain a balance in your daily life, regardless of what it is. Even if you're at home, if you're on the go, you're a hybrid person, student, whatever the case may be, just keep that in mind, because it's essential and it's meant for the soul. What role does self-care play in achieving and sustaining personal and professional balance? So this talks about both. How can self-care play a big role, as well as sustaining personal and professional balance within your life. So self-care plays a crucial role in achieving and sustaining personal and professional balance by ensuring individuals maintaining their physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Regular self-care practice such as exercise, relaxation, and balance. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, having that balance when it comes to your being able to maintain your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Just having a regular self-care practice such as exercise and relaxing and hobbies help to recharge energy, reduce stress, and improve overall strength, enabling better management of daily demands and responsibilities. Self-care can also help individuals develop a sense of self-worth and self-confidence, which are essential for success. It is important to take the time to practice self-care to stay healthy and happy. By maintaining a balance between work and self-care, individuals can prevent burnout and maintain their mental and physical well-being. This balance is crucial for sustaining long-term productiveness and energy, a fulfilling life. Overall, just having that balance of self-care with responsibility allows individuals to maintain stress and effectively and boost overall life satisfaction. So overall, self-care is a central part of leading a successful and healthy life. Like I mentioned, we have to have that time for us, regardless. I don't care how long you got to do it, X, Y, and Z. You have to be able to have balance. You got to be able to have some type of self-care routine, regardless of how long it is or how often you do it. You need to do it. I feel like people should do it like every 3 weeks out of the month. 3 weeks, every 3 weeks, at least to have that time to, or 2 days. Start out. If you have to start out small, do it. One day, okay, and relax. And you think one day not enough, try two. Just work at your own plate, at your own pace, whatever can balance out for you. Because once you have this type of self-care and it plays and achieves a lot on you, it also helps you when it comes to preventing any type of burnout, regardless in your personal or professional life. I'm real big on just having those times to yourself. Sometimes self-care, be like, oh, my self-care is I'm going to get my hair and nails done. That's good too. But we also need to practice on just learning how to mentally don't drain ourselves out, because that's the big step, so it don't, affect us physically. Because like I say, I feel as though you can tell when somebody's mentally burnt out. You can't really tell at times, I'll say allegedly. Sometimes you can't tell mentally, but physically you can, especially when it comes to body language. So that's why it's important that we play a role of putting self-care into our daily activity, at least. If it's not a long time like we used to, or taking days off, whatever, just having some sort of idea of having that time for ourselves, because it's needed. Self-care is very important, and it helps us within balancing our personal and professional life. That helps us individuals to maintain our physical, emotion, and mental well-being, as well as spiritually too, because sometimes you got to, sometimes your spirit might not be into it. But just by us having those regular self-care practices, even if we do exercise, yoga, tai chi, whatever the case may be, whatever exercise, going to the gym, doing cardio and stuff, whatever exercise help us mentally, physically, emotionally, with our well-being, let's do it, so it can help us balance out our personal and professional life, as well as relaxation, going to the spa or doing things at home, cooking, whatever the case may be. Whatever helps you with relaxation or get you to a source of, oh, I'm relaxed, I'm ease, do it. As well as the hobbies that we love. Even if we have those hobbies, like I say, at times we put on the back burner, put it to the flow. Put it on the flow, because you never know, that can help you a lot. Long as you're being active, it's helping you with mind and body. Long as you're doing something that's helping with your mind and body, baby, you're going to be good. It's going to help you overall recharge and have that energy that you've been looking for, and it reduces all the stress, the anxiety, depression, all those things that be going through your mind. It just overall brings you strength, and it also overall just make you feel like a better person. It have you at ease, and it has you feel like you can do whatever you can put your mind to. If you got to finish this, do that, start that early, whatever, it just helps you overall. That's why it's important that we have to find balance and understand why balance is very important in our lives, because at times we don't see it, but sometimes we know what to do and sometimes we don't. Okay, just overall having that self-care, it's very essential for us to have in life when it comes to our personal and professional life, because it leads a sense of being very successful and having a healthy life. So keep that in mind. You can't do anything unless you don't feel good within your mind and your body, as well as your soul. It's very important to have that and be able to know the balance of it as well. So why is it important for individuals to maintain balance and prevent burnt out within their personal and professional life? So this overall just saying, why is it important for us to know the ins and outs of balance, so we won't get to those points in our life where, we want to give up, I'm tired, we don't want none of those episodes. At times we're going to have those episodes, but like I said, them bad times don't last forever. That's why it prepares us for the good times. And after every storm, there's a rainbow. Everything that we go through, if it's not good, it's always a happy ending. It's like a fairy tale, but the fairy tales do come true. As long as you put your mind to it and keep that in mind, like whatever you put your mind to, I don't care how big or small it is, keep going, because you got to understand this is the balance that's for you and what's not. So maintaining and preventing burnout is essential for individuals to sustain long-term prioritizing healthy and happiness. Prioritizing health and happiness. So a balanced life reduces stress, enhances mental and physical well-being, and fosters better relationships when it comes to both personality and professionality, leading to overall improving quality of life and job satisfaction. To achieve a balanced life, it's important to set clear boundaries between work and professional time, prioritizing regular exercises and healthy eatings, and boundaries between work and personal, making time for hobbies and relaxation. So additionally, practicing mindfulness and ensuring enough sleep each night can significantly improve overall well-being. Striking a balance between these striking a balance between these is an abstract of life that can lead to increasing success, reducing stress, and a great sense of fulfillment. By achieving managing your time and energy, you could create a more balanced and successful lifestyle, as well as having that satisfaction by being able to reduce the stress, increase being successful, and having a great sense of fulfillment in life will impact a long way to go within your balance when it comes to your professional and your personal life. So let's keep that in mind. So, for instance, like just taking a few moments to pause and check in with yourself throughout the day can help you identify a source of stress and take practice measurements to, fix them. As a result, you will be able to lead a more fulfilling and productive life. So overall, like I said, just being able to know what's for you and what's not for you. If you have a good day or bad day, you're required to have a break. You're required to know, okay, my self-care matters. I matters. Being able to maintain my balance so I prevent from having a burnout, I need to understand that I need to know that, okay, it's essential for me to have a substantial understanding of the long term of, being productive, having a healthy and happy lifestyle. Regardless of whatever comes my way or what I'm doing in my life, I have to understand a balanced life will also help me reduce my stress, enhance my mental health, and my physical well-being. That will also help me foster better relationships for my personal life and my professional life. That'll overall just help me understand the quality of my life and having the job satisfaction that I'm looking for, and also what needs to be there. Just being able to achieve balance in life, it can help you set clear goals and boundaries between your work life and personal time. Just being able to prioritize things that make you happy, such as either exercising, I feel like it's required to eat healthy. Sometimes we want to eat junk, it's cool, whatever, it's sometimes I want a brownie. Like today I want a big brownie in a Cinnabon, I don't know. But just overall, making time for hobbies and relaxation, doing for you. Do for you. I'm gonna do for me, or you gonna do for you? Because I'm going to hold y'all accountable. You have to do for you. You have to make sure that you're good at all times, because if you're a person that you love to give, sometimes you have to receive for yourself. You got to give to yourself to receive a better outlook, as well as just being able to understand, okay, I got to know what's for me. I got to know what's not for me, especially when it comes to balance within my work life and my home life, personal life. Just being able to practice those mindfulness and ensuring enough sleep as well, because I know at times it's hard for us to get a good night's sleep. At times it's hard for me to get a good night's sleep, especially if I haven't done much in a day. I still find it hard to have a good night's sleep. Sometimes I'll be like, depending on my hairstyles, like right now, these knotless braids. Sometimes I'll be like, I can't get a good night's sleep if my braids all over the place. Sometimes it's hard, but we have to practice those things. It doesn't happen overnight, trust me. It does not happen overnight. Learning what's for you will help you in the long run, and it also overall help you to understand this is your balance, this is your nick, and this is X, Y, and Z. So just being able to understand, we have to find better patterns, such as our sleep patterns, so it can help us lead to having an overall good well-being, as well as understanding the balance between the aspects of life that can help us to be successful. It also helps us increase our successfulness, reduce the stress, such as the depression, the anxiety, whatever it is, it helps us reduce that so we can also have a good sense of fulfillment for us to fulfill things in our life that we didn't know we could do. Just being able to have that space like, okay, I know what's for me and I know I can do this regardless because I have the balance. By you being able to have a more fulfilling and productive life, it helps you overall know, okay, I can balance my life regardless if it's going good or bad, or I'm not feeling good this day. I'm going to make sure that I have a balanced life. And last but not least, what strategies can help individuals balance their aspirations with their responsibilities of life. So, to balance aspirations with responsibilities, individuals can use strategies such as setting a clear, productive life, creating a structured schedule that aligns with time for both goals and responsibilities, and regular reviewing and adjusting planning as needed, effective planning, seeking support from others, and maintaining flexibility can also help to integrate personal aspirations with daily responsibilities. So for instance, meeting you people out there, as an individual, you could allow your mornings for fostering for work or studies, and your afternoons be for meetings or collaborating with your tasks, and even your evenings will impact with your personal life, such as activities that impact with what you like and what you like to do, or what you like to do for like relaxation that impacts with your self-care and things like that. And then you have the weekends. The weekends might be reserved for your family and hobbies, or ensuring a balanced approach to both professional and personal life. Just having the strategies approach can help to achieve both career goals and personal fulfillment without feeling overwhelmed. Just by setting a clear balance and expectations for yourself with these strategies, approach can help you create a more balanced and successful life. All in all, setting clear boundaries and expectations can help you create a balanced and successful lifestyle. So overall, when it comes to the strategies that can help, just being able to know, overall, setting a clear blueprint or guide, whatever, for yourself, so you know what's for you. Having your schedule aligned as well, scheduling out your day. That's where your planners, your to-do list and stuff comes into play. But also being able to have on there the goals and responsibilities that you want to achieve within that day or that week being your main priority. But also understanding flexibility, knowing what you can do, what you can't do, and what can overall help you personally for your aspiration within your daily responsibility. Just being able to ensure balance within both your professional and personal life, as well as making sure you spend time with the ones you love the most, as well as they love you the most as well. Also, doing things that involve for you. Make sure you stay in the loop of everything you like to do, if it's relaxing, whatever the case may be. Do for you, as well as when it comes to learning to find balance. Balance is, we all need it within work and professional, within personal and work-wise. We also need to know the balance that we need for ourselves to make sure we prioritize with ourselves, our close friends, and family members too. But overall, learning what's for you, the strategies, what's for you, how can it help, why does it help, when, where, how, X, Y, and Z. Okay, and to end off, the quote of the day is, as the saying goes, balance is not something you find, it's something you create. By actively managing our stress and making time for activities that rejuvenate us, we can maintain a healthier, more balanced life. Okay? So, as always, I hope you guys learned at least a good few things from this episode impacting with balance, because it's very, very crucial that we have balance, especially when it comes to our personal and professional life as we get older and understand that time management is everything. Being on top of things, at times we're going to have our good and bad days. Being able to work with people we may or may not can't stand, but also finding time for what we love and who we love is very important as well when it comes to balance. As always, I thank you guys for taking the time out of y'all busy days to being able to find the balance to listen to me, because it is hard at times to find balance to do things that you love. But I'm telling y'all, practice makes perfect. So it doesn't happen overnight. So it takes time. And as always, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Please be safe out here. It's still hot outside. It's still summertime. I know you want to turn up. You want to act the fool, act the clown. But still, please be responsible and also stay hydrated. And also keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you look in both ways when you cross the street. Looking over, under, all around yourself. And also, remember, please be nice to others. If you want people to be nice to you, give so you can receive, and whatever else you want to expect from others, do it. Okay? I love you all. Please be safe out here. Be careful. And as always, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday, which is Wellness Wednesday. I hope this month had impacted you in so many ways, and if not, it's okay. That's why we always have a new month, so we can have a new mindset, a new conclusion, new results, new impacts, new blessings, new everything. Okay, so I want y'all to get prepared for it. Write down what's for you, what's not for you, and I hope the next Wellness Day also put an impact on your life as well. We're on Wellness Day number 6, y'all. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear it, and I cannot wait to hear y'all feedback from the day's vibe of the day. Bye. Y'all guys will hear from me next Wednesday. Bye.